Thank you so much for jumping on tonight. This is my essential oil basic class. If you're continuing recording, thanks for watching it with us. So my name is Karina, and I have been using essential oils for about 7 or 8 years. And I first started when my two older kids were younger and they were getting sick all the time. And I'm like, okay, my oldest is special needs. She was in the hospital all the time. I was okay with that kind of medication, but I'm like, when we're at home, what else can I do to help heal my kids, right? My friend gave me a sample of Breathe Essential Oil. It like cleared up their congestion. They didn't get sick again as quick. I was just amazed. So from that point on, I've kind of just been deep in essential oils. I love doTERRA. I love everything doTERRA. And that definitely started my journey for like healthy living. So it was like almost like a gateway drug for me. Once I started on essential oils and like using that in our home, then I was like, okay, what kind of products are we using on our body? What kind of food are we eating, right? So it kind of just spiraled into that. And now I'm basically half hippie and everything is, I try to be like organic and everything like that. Um, that is a movie. It's just about how amazing doTERRA is. I'm just gonna skip it because we're really trying to keep this super short. So basically, what are essential oils? They're natural aromatic compounds. They're extracted from plants with various health benefits. The cool thing about essential oils is they do not have side effects, right? So if you take a medication from the doctor, it's probably going to help, say, your headache, for example, but you're going to have side effects from it, right? With essential oils, you don't get that. It heals at the core of the problem. It doesn't just mask it, and you're not going to really get side effects from it. Why are they effective? So basically pretend my hand is a cell and it is protected with an oily membrane. So with medication from the doctors, it's water-based and it doesn't break into that cell membrane because it's water and oil doesn't mix, right? So it doesn't go in and heal the cell at the center. For essential oil, since it's an oil base, it can pass through that membrane that's covering it and heal the inside of the cell. So for example, if you have a bacterial infection, it lives around your cell. So anything water-based from the doctor, that'll help heal it. But if you have a viral infection, you go to the doctor, they'll say, go home, rest, drink a lot of water. There's nothing we can really do about it. With essential oils, it can get into that cell and it can kill that viral infection. So that's why they're super effective. That's why we prefer them. You're not just treating the symptoms, right? You're getting to the root cause. So one of the big things to remember about doTERRA is that it is very potent. So you always want to be very careful, especially when you're first starting out. You want to test your skin before you put it on fully, right? You always want to dilute it. 1 drop of peppermint is equivalent to 28 cups of tea. So that's how powerful these oils are. And all of our oils are like that. They're super powerful. You don't need a lot. They last a really long time, which is nice. And then it's super helpful because it is so potent. So there's 3 ways to use essential oils: aromatically, topically, and internally. So aromatically is basically just smelling it. So you open up the bottle, you sniff it, you're already getting that benefit of the oil because it's going into your brain and it goes throughout your whole body, right? Topical, so sorry, that's ways to use that is, like I said, inhaling it from the bottle, putting on your diffuser. So I really like the diffuser method, especially if I have like kids or pets, because it's not going on their skin. You're not putting it in their body. You're just putting it in the air and you are taking care of the germs in the air, the colds, their anxiousness, whatever it is, right? You're calming them down to sleep. Whatever oil you're using in the diffuser, they're getting the benefits just by smelling it in the air, not even having to go on the skin. Because I said they're so potent, you want to be careful, right, when putting it on the skin. So I like diffusing. I diffuse in pretty much every room in my house and it runs 24/7. So one of the things I love diffusing is like a citrus, lemon, or lime. It helps with like the mold that could possibly be in your walls, right? It's killing airborne bacteria. It's always doing something amazing. So if you have oils and a diffuser, the first step that you can do to use your oils is diffuse. It's so simple. and it's really helpful. So please, please, please diffuse all the time. Topical is on the skin. That's where we want to be careful. Always dilute. We usually use fractionated coconut oil. It's what doTERRA sells. It's unscented. It's really nice. It rubs on. You can also use unscented lotion, grapeseed oil, you know, castor oil. There's a lot of different options. The nice thing about coconut oil is, like I said, it's unscented, so it's not really masking the scent of whatever oil you're trying to use. The important thing about using our oils, and I'll talk about this on the next slide, but I just want to say it here again, is when you put anything on your skin, it takes 29 seconds, I believe, to reach your bloodstream. Oh, it says 30 seconds here, but I'm pretty sure it's 29 seconds. So when you're putting, you know, a lotion from the store or like perfume, or your kids are playing, whatever is the case, what they're putting on their skin is going into their bloodstream, right? So we want to make sure that we're using pure essential oils like doTERRA, and we're very careful about, like I said, diluting it down. So that's cool when, you know, you have something to treat in a specific area. If you have a upset stomach, you can put the oil right on your stomach. If you have a headache, you can put it along your temples or in the back of your neck, right? Depending on where the headache might be. Internal, again, this is only doTERRA. That is putting it into your body. Great way is just putting a drop under your tongue. That is something that you kind of have to get used to, because a lot of the oils, especially like copaiba or frankincense, things that you're going to want to do under your tongue, it doesn't taste the best. But that is the fastest way for it to get through your whole entire body, is putting it under your tongue. And that's why we really, really like that method. You can put it in water. Anything that doTERRA sells, like the toothpaste, the capsules, which is like pills, those are all different ways of getting the oils into you internally. So the big thing about using essential oils, and for it to actually work, is to kind of build up your body before you get sick, right? So you're boosting your immune system every time you brush your teeth, every time you wash your hands, right? That's a topical way. We have On Guard soap. Every time you wash your hands, you're boosting your immune system a little bit. When my family does get sick, it doesn't last long, or we get rid of it very easily, because our bodies are so used to having all of these, you know, essential oils and boosting immune, and our cells are super happy and healthy. It's always really easy to like beat anything. So using all of the products consistently is definitely for the better. Okay, I am going to just really quickly go through all of these oils and kind of talk about them. I'll note a couple things. If you have any questions about, like, I always get migraines or something, this is a good time to like ask this or put it in the chat, and I can, you know, throw in an oil. But peppermint is great for headaches. It's great for freshening breath. It's great for stomach issues. It's definitely a must-have in every household. Just like lavender. Lavender is basically a Swiss Army knife. It's good for calming everything, calming your skin and calming your mind. So you have a cut, a bite. If you have stress, anxiety, lavender is definitely an oil that most people reach for. And the thing I will say is that everybody is different. So what works for me may or may not work for you, but the nice thing about doTERRA having so many essential oils, you can always try something else that might work for you better, right? So I'm saying stress and anxiety for lavender. Some people prefer adaptive, which I'll talk about since I'm bringing it up. Adaptive is our calming blend. It is, again, great for stress and anxiety. Anyone who has high stress, high anxiety, I have them do all three. We have an oil, a roller, and a capsule. And that seems to help most of my customers who come with me with those problems. They did a study, and those who diffuse adaptive in a room while taking a test did better than those who didn't diffuse adaptive in a room while taking a test. So it's super good for helping you focus and just calming you down so that you can think better. Breathe, jumping back up, is our respiratory blend. It's great for anything respiratory. So if the kids have a cough, you know, runny nose, if there's fog in the air, Breathe is definitely something that we're applying. I know some people have like shorty bulls, you know, who like, or what are those other dogs with the ears? They snore a lot. Frenchies. A lot of people who have Frenchies like to use brie. They'll put like a drop on the fan, blow it into their dog, and then the dog can kind of rest better. Lemon, like all citruses, is great for uplifting your mood, and it's also great for cleaning anything sticky. If you have a sticker, that is like a great degreaser, and it's great for cleaning airborne bacteria and like mold, fungus, anything like that. Digestin is our stomach blend, so anything stomach related, diarrhea, constipation, overeating. I'm an overeater, so I use digestin and peppermint all the time, and super mint for my stomach. Anything stomach related, that'll be good for you. Copaiba is basically our version of CBD. So anything you use CBD for, you can use Copaiba for pain, sleep, stress, anxiousness. It's great for healing cells. It's a really strong, really great oil. Deep Blue is really well known for the doTERRA world, but basically any kind of pain. So if you have pain on your shoulder, you're going to put it directly on your shoulder, that sort of thing. We have an oil, a rub, and the newest item is the stick, and they put the copaiba with it. And it is super helpful with like arthritis. That's one of the big things that people use for arthritis now is the stick. I like the stick and the rub. If I use the oil, it's normally for layering. So like I'll put a layer down of the oil, and then I'll go with the rub or the stick and then rub it on, just so it's like deeper for my husband's back pain or whatever it is. Tea tree is a really good one. It is great for everything. So it's antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal. It's literally anti-everything, and it's very gentle. So this is something that I use on my kids anytime something comes up. They have a fever, runny nose, whatever, I'm applying it. Usually I like to go behind the ears, down, up and down the spine, bottom of the feet. It's pretty much going to take care of anything that happens. It is also great for like bug bites or cleaning. A lot of people like to put it in like their homemade cleaners just because it's very sanitizing and anti-everything, right? So it'll clean out all the good things. We talked about adaptive. Frankincense is a lot of people call it the Jesus oil because it's one of the oils that was gifted to Jesus when he was born, but it is literally good for everything. So this is one of the oils I put under my tongue for a healthy immune system and to just keep my cells healthy. If you have healthy cells, you have a healthy body, right? If your cells are not healthy, then you are not healthy at all. So this is one of the things that I like doing internally. If you have children, especially if you have small children, frankincense is a must-have in your home. Anytime they get a bump or a scratch, they bang their head on something, like my kids have had like big golf ball, things on their head. I put the frankincense on. I don't have to worry at all because I know it's going to heal them so quickly. Without frankincense, I'd probably run them to the hospital all the time. On Guard is our line of protective blend items. You probably have some On Guard things because it's super popular. It's great for boosting your immune system, and they have some products to like keep your home clean. So we use the toothpaste, we use the soap and the concentrate every single day. It's absolutely amazing. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm always posting about the concentrate because it is the best thing ever. It's a stain remover. It's a good bubble bath item, just boosts the immune system. It cleans everything. You can clean countertops, toilets, like whatever. It is just so great for everything. I use it all the time. Abode is a newer line, and it was created to clean our home. So they launched this during COVID. They tested a bunch of like really bad bacteria like staph and I want to say like a pneumococcal, black mold, and the oils in this line killed it the best. So that's why I created this line. They wanted us to have just super clean homes, especially during the pandemic, right? My favorite is the dish soap and the laundry pods and the little concentrate. It's like a little bottle white. You put it in your spray bottle and it like sanitizes everything. It is amazing. Okay, so why doTERRA? I said earlier, I only use doTERRA. I only trust doTERRA. These are the reasons why. What they do is they do co-impact sourcing. And what that means is they get our oils where they grow best, right? So Hawaiian sandalwood, they're going to get it in Hawaii. Frankincense, they get it in I'm blanking. I love the frankincense co-impact sourcing story, but rose from Bulgaria, you know what I mean? So wherever it grows best and where it originates from usually is where they get the oil. What they do is they meet with growers, they partner with growers, and they really help that whole entire community. So pretty much anything that community needs, that's what they're going to try and help get. We've built hospitals, sometimes it's water wells, sometimes it's schools, women's centers, like whatever they need, doTERRA does that. Over here in Hawaii, we have a farm in Kealakekua, and what we need is native Hawaiian forest, and that's what they did. They have started the largest reforestation project Hawaii has ever seen. And I don't have a current count. I do like taking my team up every once in a while. We need to go again this year because it's been about a year or so. But we can go there and like help in the greenhouse, help with the seeds, just thousands of native Hawaiian plants. And then you can also help grow trees and help the forest. So really, really amazing. And then our quality is unmatched. So they created a CPTG standard because our essential oils aren't, essential oil industry in general, it's not tested. No one's out there like making sure that you're not lying. So if you buy organic eggs in the store, it has an organic seal. That means it's organic because someone actually checked that. That's not true for oil. So anybody can bottle it, put natural, organic, pure, whatever they want, and can be totally lying. So we created this standard. We do in-house testing, and we have never failed a third-party test. So other people have been like, oh, they're lying, right? Like most people. And they never catch us in a lie. Our oils are always super clean. So you know that if you're getting a bottle of peppermint, it's literally only peppermint. They're not filling it with anything else. And then if you're interested in learning more about that, especially the co-impact sourcing, you can watch YouTube videos. They have a bunch of them. They talk about how people fill oils with just fillers and sell it, right? Because it's cheaper that way. And then they rip off the farmers, and then they rip you off with oils that aren't pure. So this is why I only talk about doTERRA and I only use doTERRA. Our vitamins are amazing. I'm not going to get into it too much. Oops, I went too forward. But basically, we do not get the nutrients that our bodies actually need. The soil is depleted. You know, growing practices are really bad. So we are lacking our regular vitamins and minerals and nutrients that we need. What the vitamins does is it fills that nutritional gap. So wherever you live, they basically make it for your body, right? So for us, we're average Americans, right? So whatever our diet is lacking, they put it into our vitamins. If you lived in Japan, you would get whatever they're lacking, right? So it's amazing. I use it every single day. My husband and I both do. When we don't take these vitamins, we can feel a difference. Like we're usually more tired, more grouchy, more sore because we're getting old, right? Our bodies just can't handle it anymore. Gut health is super, super important. These two, the Terrazyme, the PBSS, it looks a little different, but it's basically the same. Our gut is connected to literally everything, right? Your immune system, skin health, sleep, diet. I mean, gut health is everything. So anytime a customer comes to me and it's like, oh, I have this problem or that problem, the first thing I kind of talk about is your gut health, just because most people don't have a healthy gut, and it is the one thing that can make your body feel really gross. So Terrazyme is what it's a digestive enzyme. It helps break down your food. So say you have a really bad meal, which is amazing. I love bad meals, like a cheeseburger and a fries or whatever. That's so delicious. What it does is going to help break that down. If you have a really healthy meal, say you have a nice salad with some grilled chicken or something really fancy, what it's going to do, it's going to break it down, and it's going to make sure that the nutrients that are in that meal get to your body, distributed to your body. So either way, no matter what you're eating, it's super good to get these digestive enzymes in. And then PBSS is just going to help grow healthy flora, and just keep your gut healthy and happy, right? We need good and bad bacteria, but like only a certain amount of it. So you're already a customer, but I'm just gonna go over this really fast for the recording. To when you purchase with me or whoever invited you or whoever sent you this link, you get the first year free of wholesale pricing, right? So you don't have to pay retail. You get it cheaper, 25% off the retail price, wholesale price for a whole year. When the year is done, you can reactivate and buy again or not. You aren't locked in. We have a monthly purchase program where you can get points, and you can use that points to get free products, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can start it and stop it whenever you want. It's super friendly. If you're done with doTERRA, you just stop ordering. You don't have to pay to cancel. Like, it's really friendly. Nothing is gross about this. I have one kit started here. It's basically my most popular kit. Tomorrow, March 1st, it's 165. I know it says 160 there, but this is an older graphic. It's 165. You get the basic oils that I spoke about and a diffuser. And then, but what my customers have been liking more recently is creating a custom kit. So you basically can get any products you want, and it can fit your budget and your need, and you're only getting what you want. You're not getting any extra oils that you probably aren't going to use for a while, right? Most of my customers go through for the custom kit, and that's great. What happens is you send me a couple items, or you tell me kind of what you want help with, and then I can send you a link, and then you can just edit it. So you can add anything in, take anything out. It's really cool once you get the link. I am doing Silver Club. There's a promotion, and it has a promo code. So if you're enrolling with me, don't forget to get the promo code from me. You get a free lavender with 100 PV, or Citrus Bliss and lavender with 200 PV. I did talk about lavender. Citrus Bliss is a really nice citrusy blend. It's like citrus and vanilla. It's really nice. I love it in the diffuser. My kids like it because it's fresh, but it's not like strong, right? Peppermint can be pretty strong. Citrus Bliss is very mellow, and it's very uplifting. And that's it. That is my class. Thank you so much for joining in. And I hope that was helpful. I'm going to stop recording.
Thank you.
Yeah, do you have any questions?
No, pretty informational.